Buongiorno, good morning. This is hopefully going to be our master bedroom. Right now it's a mess. It used to be a sort of very formal dining room. I don't know if you remember when I was doing the salotto and on my hands and knees scrubbing the floor, the one with the wax and everything, and with my parents they helped me take apart the big dining table here, and this room was just never used, and it's got 2 windows, which is an incredible advantage, because in these Tuscan homes, or even I would say most country homes in Italy, there's so much sun in Italy that they want to keep out the light, so windows are often very, very small, or they didn't want the view when they were making these houses. They didn't care about a view of the countryside. They just wanted to keep the house cool in summer and warm in winter. The 2 rooms on either side of me here, we're going to take down the wall and make it into one long room and make that into an ensuite bathroom. Lots of work, but very, very exciting. So let me show you a little bit more around. It is full of junk. I mean, there's a wall with all of my baking goods, because we're still yet to renovate the kitchen so that can accommodate all my pans and things like that. There's old couches, there's quite a mess in here, but you can see the potential, hopefully. The idea is that we would put the bed over here facing the fireplace, and then we would have enough space to perhaps put something, a little low sofa at the end of the bed or something, or an armchair in front of the fireplace, and then wardrobes. And wardrobes, I think, are always a bit cumbersome, and they kind of take up a lot of the space and can sometimes ruin a room, because it feels so, well, it doesn't feel like that now that it's got all this junk around, but we want to sort of still keep the room quite spacious and not crowd it with wardrobes. But we are going to close off just behind you where the camera is. We're going to close off that doorway, and so that we can put a wardrobe in there. But I don't know, what do you do? Do you keep your clothes in your bedroom, or is there not enough space? Do you sort of go into another room to get changed, or do you sort of keep just your underwear and pajamas in your bedroom and keep the bulk of your wardrobe somewhere else? I don't know, but Guido was thinking, he was saying, sometimes if you keep all your clothes in the bedroom becomes this messy place, and so it's good to have the bedroom just be a serene place of calm and space, and not have it be congested with clothes all over the place. But that's our fault. That's because we're both messy. But yeah, this is a very decent sized room. I think it's one of it's the biggest room in the house. So we should be able to fit quite a lot in. Let me show you the other two rooms in here. Okay, so the wardrobe doesn't close because the floor is not level. This is on a tilt, so the wardrobe door keeps falling open. But this was a laundry room, and at the start of this week you couldn't even see the floor. It was just such a mess. Actually, my mother first started cleaning it up. It was an even more of a mess before, and she started cleaning it up while she was here because she just loves to tidy. I went through all the stuff on the floor, and then Guido came in at the end to help with all the sorting through all the sheets and towels. And okay, so strangely there's a whole lot of kitchen stuff in this cupboard here, which we don't need, but and then in here a lot of Manchester. So I have to sort through all of this because it's not all for this house. In here there's some things from the church. I don't know what Guido wants me to do with it. A lot of it's sort of just decaying, and I've got to go and get Guido. There were things that were just falling apart, like they had holes in them and just stains and things, and so we made a rag pile to take to Guido's parents' place, and a pile of things that we could actually use, because this was the travesty, is that this room, which has arguably the best view of the entire house, was just for sheets and towels and a vacuum cleaner. So we sort of thought it's too small to be a bedroom. Well, I mean, maybe for a child, but not with a double bed. But if we take down this wall here, there's a small study of equal size on the other side, and which also has the other best view in the house. So with these two windows, it will just be spectacular looking out over the green, and it's quite exciting taking down a wall. I just assumed that we would never be allowed to do that because we're in Italy, but we saw the surveyor, and she gave us the permit. So exciting to get a permit approval so quickly. So we're going to empty out all of this. We've emptied out most of it, and then turn this into the most beautiful bathroom you could ever imagine. Still in a country farmhouse style, but with just a lot of space, because, as you know, I love the bathroom. I feel like it's a real place of serenity, and especially an ensuite bathroom, it's sort of so intimate, and it's a beautiful place for a couple to be and relax after a long day. So this blanket here
is from the war.
The war?
Yeah, you see? American Woolen Co. Inc., April 30th, 1943.
So it was when the American soldiers were here?
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
Philadelphia Quartermaster Depot. Contains 100% wool. This is the blankets that when the American soldiers passed through Italy, they left them to people here.
And it's still in great condition.
Bella, questa se andiamo a fare un'escursione estrema da qualche parte è perfetta, no?
Sì. Look at all that we've cleared out. All this. So we cleaned out and disinfected all of these shelves and let them dry, and now I found this wrapping paper in a little village near here, and I think it's beautiful. It's minuet in G. It's got sheet music, and I'm just going to cut them out and fill up all of the shells. Now I've got it all sorted, towels and sheets and different sizes and different levels, and beach towels. And it's all in order. Doesn't the wrapping paper look beautiful? And also over here, I don't know what we could put in here, but I suppose if it becomes a bathroom, we'll certainly find a use for it. So much light. So much light. We've locked in the builder and the plumber and the electrician, and we're going to take down the wall ourselves and then take up all the floor as well, because it's sort of a mix of a very old terracotta and then there's some new bricks, and so we're just going to start again. Guido wants to put underfloor heating, which I don't think is really necessary, but he's thinking we may as well. Now's the time to do it. Yeah, can you imagine? It's going to be the most beautiful bathroom, just flooded with light, with sunshine, because you've got this big window here, and then you've got its sort of twin window over the other side. And then the great thing is that there's this doorway here, where the camera is now. And then you see there are these doorways which are so thick. I mean, look, it's like it takes up, it's like this thick. So this wall, I mean, is a really important wall, so we can't do anything to this. But what I like, I mean, Guido was thinking about blocking off the door, but I think it's quite nice to have both doorways to the bathroom, because first of all, it's an ensuite bathroom, so then we can both have our own entrance, but also the light that will come through from the windows it comes through to the master bedroom, which is always my objective is more light.
I think that we have to check with the technician that the best solution is to put this is facing south, so I motori degli inverter, non degli inverter, cut, sorry.
Dimmi.
It has the best view, and I think it will be very, very nice, yes.
And are we going to take down the wall ourselves?
Yes, I will have to ask to be sure that wall can be thrown down without throwing down the house, but...
Oh, it's so exciting, no?
Yeah.
So you see this wall, it's not very big, so hopefully it won't be too much of a challenge to take down. Although the ceiling over here is different from over there. So you see this is the study, and it's got these beautiful timber beams, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, I suppose we can make it work. So you see, I just do my editing in here, but I haven't kind of touched anything because it's all of the old historic things from Guido's father when he was running the farm. We did even consider putting the bed in here, but it wasn't deep enough, it wasn't wide enough, the room, so then we scrapped that idea. But we're going to have on the back wall a bath and the walk-in shower, and not one of those ones that's makes you feel claustrophobic, like you're in a coffin where you shut the doors. I think I suffer from claustrophobia. I always just feel in the showers where you lock yourself in. It's so lovely in a lot of places in beachside places where you just walk in and there's not some mouldy shower curtain or some glass that hasn't been cleaned properly. You just sort of walk in and it is all very open. Does that make sense? And then on the wall in between the two windows, a double sink. And I've seen this sink on the side of a road. It's this secondhand antiques place. We pass it all the time and I always check. And I've seen this sink for over a year that I've been looking at. And it's marble, I think, or stone. It's really beautiful. So I could put that on a beautiful chest of drawers and sort of just set it on top. And then over here in this corner will be the toilet and the bidet. I did say to Guido, because we couldn't, by having those two separate bidet and toilet means we're not going to be able to use this cupboard here. And I said, well, there are toilets that are toilet bidet in one. And having lived in Japan, I'm certainly familiar with these sort of newfangled high technological toilets. But he said, no, don't be silly. The surveyor, who's obviously also Italian, looked at me in horror. How could you ever think about not having a bidet? So we're having a bidet, and we'll just have to, I don't know, do something with this built-in cupboard here. Ciao, amore!
Ciao. I'm violating all the rules of building. Planting. Come si chiama questa?
Ivy.
Ivy, but it will be beautiful, I hope.
So you see, we have the view of this from these rooms here, so just wanting to make it a bit more beautiful by growing the ivy over here, which will need to be pruned, but hopefully it won't get out of control. Look, this is an almond tree I bought Guido for Christmas, and it's got buds on it, but we haven't planted it yet. So we're thinking we'll put it here so that then when it's all in bloom with pink flowers, we can see it from the house. Tutto bene?
Sì, è che è pieno di sassi.
Ah.
Però è terra di riporto, quindi è facile.
Just going over to get some sheep manure from the farmer next door. I'm only filming Guido's lower half because he's naked, because it's so hot.
Yeah, and that's a very good move. This can go like this.
I don't know if I should pleat it so that it would be quite flat at the waistband. And that looks, it's quite a puffy material, so I feel like I might need to pleat it, sew it down and have a thick waistband, and then that can flow out from there. Does that look nice? maybe. Or I just do it as a wrap skirt with a long ribbon so that it's adjustable, which is always handy. Either flat with a tie, a wrap skirt, or gathered or pleated with a wide waistband. I do like a wide waistband. You see, it's quite, makes this beautiful puffy, gives it a lot of volume, but I don't know if it will be too puffy. This one is in panels, and that's flat and elasticized here. I got this at a market in Provence, in France. It's so beautiful. You can't go wrong with cream linen, I don't think. It's so nice to wear in spring and summer.
Appena affilata, meraviglia. Very good.
Grazie, Maria.
Well,
Technically, you shouldn't. One shouldn't put cheese with chili.
Why not?
Because I got points taken off in my culinary exam for Italian cuisine because the chef said it's a sin to put spiciness with cheese, but some people do it in Italy, so. Thank you to everyone who has clicked on that little subscribe button. You have helped this community reach 250,000. Thank you to my incredible patrons who support this channel. I'll show you the finished skirt either on my Instagram this coming week or next episode on Friday. Have a calm and wholesome weekend, and thank you for watching. Alla prossima.